Good evening, everybody. This is our AEW World's End reaction show, along with our 2024 End of the Year Awards. How are you guys doing? There it is. I was waiting for the music to come in. The old Hall of Fame music there.
Yeah. I'm pretty good.
Good to hear. Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too.
Happy New Year.
Anything exciting happen, or?
I'm just elated that Chucks has finally decided to join us. Wow. How long have you been waiting for that one? A long time. 5 years. Alright, enjoy it while you can. Yes, you were here last week, and I was not. I hope you had a great time.
There was an awful lot less insults in my
me?
direction, I'll be honest.
How did you manage without me? It must have been really difficult. Not the same.
It was a struggle. It was a struggle.
Yeah.
Some people say struggle.
Sources say struggle.
Mm-hmm. It was a good show, I thought, last week.
Yeah, it was a scramble while producing everything and trying to keep the show moving along and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely tricky. I see what Chucks has to go through having to navigate through the match order. We predicted the main event first. It was crazy.
I was going to say, I think that might be my thumbs down this week, that you went straight into
Hey, I was like, yeah, you want to do it? Let's do it. There was some apprehension there, and I was like, oh, well, doesn't matter.
Look, you get the chance. It might be the only chance you ever get to lead with the main event, so
That's true.
enjoy it while you can, I guess.
That is true.
You've got to break with tradition once in a while.
Yeah, that I do agree with.
No, not if I'm around. I wouldn't let you get away with that.
Should we hop into World's End, the paper review prediction game thing, the last one of 2024?
Paper review, yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
The pay-per-view game thing. What was it called now?
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So this was AEW's World's End.
Yeah.
The whole world ended last week.
That's right.
Did?
That's why we're still here.
It certainly
And
did.
we're still here.
For some
We're on
reason
a new
I watched
world.
this.
No apostrophe, so multiple worlds in some sort of universe out there ended.
Yeah. World's End. They do. It's just a statement.
No explanation or
point,
clarification of the backstory behind the pay-per-view name. It's just, that's what it's called.
It's because they can. What's the Ring of Honor one? Final Battle. That's their kind of end of year one. That's never the final battle either.
Well, I guess that's true. Yeah, same thing.
Mm.
It's implied
Yeah.
end of the year, final battle, end of the year. I guess.
The final battle of 2024.
If we ever
World's
get to
End
the
is
point
year's
as a society that we are facing the end of the world, hopefully we never are, but never know, do you?
More
If we are
likely
ever
than
at-
ever.
Well, yeah, but if we ever are at that point, and the last thing I'm doing is watching an AEW pay-per-view, then I'm gonna be really
Just bring it on, I guess. Yeah. World's End and the show must go on.
That's right.
Still have Tony Storm beating Layla Gray on the pre-show. It's the last thing any of us will ever watch. The sun goes supernova and we'll find out.
We all, after the show last week, Beans and Will and I all caught the show in real time. Did you watch any of it, Chucks?
I did not on the night, but I caught up with it. Yeah.
I need to do that with the previous two holiday Dynamites because I don't know what psychopath is like, oh, it's Christmas, I have to watch AEW. is out there, but like I do not want to meet him.
He's
There
called
don't seem
Tony
to be a
Khan.
lot of psychopaths watching AEW anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Their ratings have been down and down and down, and I can only imagine that Christmas, it's Christmas Day, wasn't it, and
Yeah.
New Year's Day.
Yeah.
I can't imagine those ratings are going to be good.
At least the
I think
one.
come out today. I think I've seen that today. I think.
At least the one on the most recent one on New Year's was simulcasted on Max, and Max has the VODs and whatnot, so that's kind of cool.
That's good. That was their Fight for the Fallen show, so they made a bit of an extra effort for that one.
Yes.
The Christmas Day one was
probably
all
not.
setting up the tournament finals. Everything was in the blue and the gold league. It was just tons of matches from the
Jesus.
Continental Classic. Yeah.
So that's why this pay-per-view didn't make much sense. No, I'm just kidding. 0 hour. Again, everybody phoned their predictions in, or sorry, Chuck's phoned his predictions in. We just kind of going off the cuff here. Yeah, Tony Storm, as you mentioned, beat Layla Gray.
That's it.
Did
you watch this one? This was while the show was going on, I guess.
I believe so. I think we predicted it before.
As it was happening.
Or something like that, yeah. So.
Yeah, and then one of you, possibly Beans, I don't know, one of you, I'll give you credit, whoever it was, you can all scramble for the credit, pointing out that Tony Storm, having been like the Woman of the Year,
yeah,
is now
Beans. That was Beans.
Completely dropped the gimmick and is now opening the pre-show against Layla Gray.
It was my first impression of AEW after God knows how long.
I'm pretty sure that was Beans, yeah. And
Very old. Very old.
It maybe makes sense because she doesn't remember that she was Timeless Tony Storm. She thinks she's new. So she would start in the dark match of the pay-per-view. But that assumes that Tony Khan also has forgotten that she was Timeless Tony. Yep, and is booking her in the wrong spot.
Well,
I didn't even think about that angle, yeah.
probably
Well,
about
I think you said, Smoot, like someone just needs to show her the front cover of
The PWI, yeah. This is you. RJ City needs to have has PWI illustrated there and just fucking hold it up to her face and like, this is you.
No, because it'll be in black and white. She'll say, "No, that's my grandma."
That's true.
That was Nana Storm.
That's true.
But really,
to be fair though,
she should
Tony
be booked
Khan's.
against.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say she should be booked against Mariah or something in some kind of big return match, and she would go, "Wow, I can't believe I'm being gifted this title match on my first day in the company." That would be everyone, being sensible.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. But no. What are you saying about Tony Khan? I need to hear this.
He's probably been that much off his face that he's probably forgot where he put it.
What was this about him having naked cuddles with Vince McMahon?
That AI image haunts me. we showed it for like a brief second. You may have missed it because you were listening double time.
No, I caught it.
Oh, you did?
It was only for a brief second, yeah.
Unfortunately, you see it.
And then apparently you've deleted it even from the chat
Skype
history
call.
here on
Yeah.
Skype. I've got no
Yeah,
way of
the
finding
memory
it.
eraser.
Never went away.
Yeah, Beans was having
Horrifying.
seizures. What can
Yeah. That's the future.
Yeah.
Not the naked cuddles, the AI imagery.
All right.
I don't know. I'll give him some time.
What are we doing now? Jeff Jarrett. Two of you, Beans and Will, you thought that QT Marshall would win a match?
Because QT, why is this a match? Yeah. And then QT Marshall, because he's not Jeff. That's why I put it in the boxes.
Well, he's not Jeff, that's true.
I think
I'm not gonna pick Jeff
Jeff.
Jarrett, am I?
Yeah, that Beach has him as his thumbs down in the box, so like, or Will does. I'm sorry, in the thumbs down box. You're right. I mean, it's just, why would he pick him? That
Because
does
he
make
thinks
sense.
he's going to win for the point. It was like the hatred for Jeff Jarrett
It's that strong.
overrules. Yeah. Well, we'll get to Jeff Jarrett a bit later on. I don't know if thumbs will be involved, but there is news about Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So points only for me and you, Smoot,
Yep.
because we have seen the pattern in QT Marshall matches.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's
I have to
against...
remember who QT Marshall was.
He was the guy that did all of the teaching at Cody Rhodes' wrestling school.
Tried to do like a TMZ wannabe skit show.
Yeah, he was
For,
doing
like-
like the
Didn't
new
he used to
GTV.
walk around with an apple?
Yes,
No,
originally.
that's
like,
Carlito.
No, originally when AEW first started, he did have an apple. Because that's how. Yeah, because that's why when he became the teacher of the Cody Rhodes school, I wanted him to call his group QT and the Bad Apples.
Oh, well, they eventually did a bad apple gimmick.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So.
know more about AEW than you lot.
Yeah.
I don't remember the apple, I gotta admit.
That was like pre-pandemic era.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
which
say,
wasn't very
when they
long.
first
Mhm.
launched.
Yeah.
Last time.
Oh, and it continues here. Bean's the only one that knew that the action machines, what were they called?
The
Yeah,
murder
the
machine.
machine.
Andretti
the
and the
Terminators.
murder machines.
Yeah, because he liked the name.
The murder machines is a good name. Yeah.
Dominators.
They beat the Outrunners and Top Flight. So he gets a point and we all fail.
And Leo Rush and Action Andretti were not a fan of Top Flight, I guess, in that match or whatever it was.
But no, they were all one big group for a while, weren't they? And then, I don't know, something happened. It must have been on Rampage. But they don't like each other anymore.
Yeah. The last ever Rampage.
And Layla Gray was there again.
Yeah.
Double duty on the pre-show.
Because Bees was like, is that Layla Gray? Didn't we just see her?
Did she just lose?
I was like, yes. Yes, just she is.
All right, so that was the pre-show, and if we were just predicting on the pre-show, it'd be a three-way tie at the top. But
Yeah.
we roll on with the semi-finals of the Continental Classic, where I forget which way round it is, but Blue League winner and Gold League runner-up maybe, or the other way around. Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, 2. Strange how that works, isn't it? These guys are feuding and they end up being paired up in a completely shock, surprise tournament thing.
Yeah.
Almost like it's
Apparently,
predetermined.
Predetermined in some way.
I don't know how it could be, but it
Oh.
does.
Oh,
It's strange. Strange how it works.
Osprey and the gusher of blood.
Yeah. Big time. He was
Oh
Shoots
god.
all over
Yeah,
the
I
place.
forgot about that. Strange how the holidays kind of make you forget like certain things on this pay-per-view.
gives you something else to think about, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't necessarily dwell on a pay-per-view while you've got like Christmas stuff happening. But Ospreay overcame his friend and enemy and rival and tag partner and stuff. So they are now 1-1, I guess. At least in this current feud.
Sure.
And Will goes on to the final. The runner-up of his league beats the winner of the other league, which means, you know, his league is obviously the better one. And then the other half, the other semi-final, Okada beats Ricochet. So we all had Ospreay. And you... Is this right? You all predicted Ricochet to beat Okada?
Yes. remember, I even pointed this on the show. Didn't you remember when we made predictions on the Continental Classic, and it was?
I remember doing it, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can't remember what we actually went with.
I'm pretty sure this was the 4 guys that we had. And
The 4
Okada,
guys, I think you might well be right. Yeah. So, unless maybe Shelton in there, he was another question mark.
Oh, maybe. I don't. Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I think you might be right. It was these 4, but I don't know how you've got Ricochet beating Okada.
I just thought they're going to be doing Ricochet and Ospreay again for the 15th.
Yeah, again. They did that in the league. They were in the same league.
Look, after he
So
was,
they've already done that
cool.
one.
after he was called a turd by Swerve Strickland, I was thinking, you know what? Maybe he deserves a spot in the final of the Continental Classic. And this was before that I saw the tweet of that fan going off on him. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh yeah, that was good though.
Yeah. The guy that I don't know if you remember this or saw this.
I did not. No.
Somebody was upset that this is like in the replies, but like I don't like. Why are you complaining to somebody like the day after Christmas of like not watching you on a Christmas show? Like I don't get it. Like people have lives and things like that to live on Christmas Day. And all Ricochet had to say to this dude was like, "You're broke. Hey, you're broke. Did you know you're broke? You're a broke boy. Broke boy." And this guy...
Yeah.
And this guy was like, "Just for the record, I was off on Christmas like my TV when you were wrestling." Oh.
Mr. Reddington
Yeah.
with the dub. Yeah, Broke Boy's pretty weak. Gotta be said. He, yeah. And, well, I don't know, he was called a turd and then he had toilet paper thrown at him.
Well deserved. I mean, look.
Well deserved.
If I would have been aware of that tweet happening, I would have picked a
You would have also brought a roll.
Yeah, I would have brought a roll, a little one ply from the arena bathroom and just...
Because I'm also broke.
Yeah. And just thrown it at him.
Can't be throwing the good stuff, the quilted stuff.
With one ply, by the
Yeah,
time
I can't
you
waste
throw
the
it
good
at
stuff
him,
on him. Come
it'll
on.
just be the cardboard that it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll just dissolve in the air. Yeah. Yeah, I thought this was the start of something bad with the toilet paper. This felt like a Vince McMahon toilet humor.
Goddamn, pal.
He's so much more serious with this stuff. He's good with these like personal rivalries, and you know, when it gets all a bit much.
Well, yeah, the whole...
Like Hangman.
I even said it when it was happening a few weeks ago when Swerve confronted Ricochet backstage. Ha ha! That, when he was calling him a turd and Trevor and all that, it felt very NXT 2011.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not the good kind of NXT
Huge step
either.
down for Swerve.
Yeah.
But then they did... Ricochet attacked Swerve with some scissors, and he bled everywhere, all over his white shirt.
Jesus. Is that what made him gush out?
On Dynamite.
Oh, on Dynamite. I see.
On Dynamite, yeah. This is a Dynamite angle. And it was much better.
Gotcha.
They're making it work now, hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully they're getting away from the turd stuff. We'll see. Alright, first... it's Okada won that anyway.
Yeah.
So, point for me, yay. And he goes through to the final. The first title match of the night, the Women's World title. Mariah May retains against Thunder Rosa in a Tijuana street fight. So that's points for everyone except for Beans, making up for that Murder Machines win earlier on.
Because he didn't know who Mariah May was.
Mariah May was. Yep. She's killed the women's division, apparently.
Quote unquote.
That's what she says anyway. The women's division is dead. And this week on Dynamite, she said, I've been told I'm not allowed to say anything bad about the women's division anymore. Which may have been true. I don't know.
That's pretty hilarious.
I've been told I'm not allowed to say that anymore, so instead I say, women's division is doing great.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, still women's champion.
It was like match was great, but the finish was lousy because the sand to the eyes spot didn't connect, and I mean it was. I would rather have another Tijuana street fight than the fucking bullshit that I saw with the TBS championship, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
My thumbs down are slowly coming alive again now that I'm remembering the show.
Wow. Maybe this will help out too. Not exactly a title match, but kinda. This is is it 5th or 6th now? Dynamite Diamond Ring match. With MJF having won it every other time.
This
now
is so bad.
Adam Cole. His chance. But no. MJF yet again. He gets the ring. He will never drop that ring. And that is points again for all of us, except for Beans, because I guess he knows who Adam Cole is.
Yep.
This isn't the end of this, surely. Adam Cole's got to get his big win eventually.
I don't get how you go from, hey, I'm your best friend, just kidding, I'm the devil, ow, my ankle, to, hey, everybody, I'm Adam Cole, woo!
I think you'll find it's boom.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hey, everybody, I'm Adam Cole, boom!
I think you'll both find it. I'm Adam Cole, baby.
Alright, take 3. Hey, everybody, I'm Adam Cole, baby! Is that better?
Yeah, it's closer. You get in there.
But you know what I mean? Like, there was a mean streak to him and something methodical, and now he's just like a skinny dweeb going against MJF. Like, I'm sorry, but
Had a really pale body.
I think that's why there's that.
MJF's.
I think that's why that image of Adam Cole is in there, because of Will is mentioning how yellow he was on Dynamite a few weeks ago from the spray tanner.
Like Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Adam Cole. Adam Cole also has the big faction full of nerds, by the way. It's not even a cool faction. It's like it obviously needs to be a heel faction.
It's definitely not cool now.
Against the one guy on his own. So again, naturally you would think it would be the other way around. But MJF's such a heel, I guess, that he turned in the time that Cole was injured. So when he came back, he had to then be. But yeah, that doesn't really work, does it?
No.
Not really.
That's kind of like AEW's like tagline, that, isn't it?
What would that be?
Forward planning.
Don't really work, that, does it?
Don't really work.
Don't really work.
Like WCW had "This is where the big boys play."
Well, AEW has "This is where the best wrestle."
Yeah. That's an Adam Copeland line, and don't get me fucking started on his name change either.
I think we're all thumbing down that same thing, right? just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Because that's really bad. He needs to stop making his own decisions on things.
Yeah. You got that right.
He's not a creative guy. Need someone to write for him. What was that? So MJF, he wins. Yeah, points. Blah blah blah. Back to the title matches. Singles match, the International Championship. Not Continental. International, so that's Takeshita's title. He was defending against
match of the night here.
Former teammate, the Callis family, Powerhouse Hobbs. Me and Beans going for Takeshita.
This wasn't The Rock.
No, it was me and you going for Takeshita. It was Beans and...
Oh, Beans. I was going to say Beans. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
You're right. I got it.
Okay, all good.
We went for Takeshita. Those other two went for Hobbs and lost it. This is not Hobbs' night. When will be Hobbs' night? When's he going to
I don't know.
finally...
He kind of got thrown into this because he's coming back from an injury, and you'd think with like some momentum, he could be a contender. But with Takeshita working over the knee, and like that superplex spot was kind of scary. And with the crowd just chanting whatever it was, like "Please be okay, please be okay," or something like that, or "Please don't die." I wasn't sure if like maybe he re-injured the knee or not. Like the storytelling here was actually pretty good, I thought. I think it was just bad timing. I think maybe if with a little bit more momentum, Hobbs could have been like a legit contender, because like Takeshita recently just won the international championship, so you can't have him be like a paper champ because he's the alpha.
No. He's the alpha, and they want him to be something eventually.
Right.
But it's that momentum thing. That's an ongoing problem for AEW.
But,
especially for the guys like Hobbs and Rusev and Wardlow. Where's Wardlow?
Seriously. Another part of the Undisputed Era, or whatever they call themselves. Undisputed Kingdom.
He was in the Kingdom for a little while,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Well, they were teasing. They were teasing Adam Cole throwing him out of the group, and nothing.
And then I guess he did.
I mean, theoretically, off screen, I guess, if you want to go that route.
Gone.
But he did it confidentially.
Yeah, AEW doesn't seem to know how to put big guys. I think that's the running theme. It's Wardlow, it's Hobbs, it's Rusev, Miro. It's both of those murder machines, Cage and the other guy, Lance Archer, and Luchasaurus too. He never really went anywhere.
Well, he caught pneumonia supposedly.
Oh, yeah, but like how long he was just kind of hanging around.
Oh,
with
you mean
Christian,
before that?
never really making the big move.
Yeah.
They can't seem to book big men.
Yeah.
Or just book at all.
Yeah.
Or anyone.
Yeah. I mean, did you forget the pre-show?
I did forget the pre-show. They won the big 8-man tag. Yeah, great. Tony Storm in that one. Yeah.
Now I fucked up the Zoom. Great. There we go. Sorry.
Okay, we're into the last three matches, the big three. Right, I thought this was Chris Statlander's time to dethrone Mercedes Moné to put us all out of our misery. And World's End, it's time to just end this whole thing, this experiment they're doing, and just quietly move on from it. But no, Mercedes Moné retains yet again. You all get points for it, so...
And I got flack on Twitter for it as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the ending, I mean... There might have been a little bit of a technical hiccup, so we didn't see it in real time on my end when we were watching. But...
Yeah, Smoot wasn't happy with
the pinning sequence. Yeah, the pinning sequence was awful. First off, we're like 10-15 minutes into the match, and then like they decide to go on to the outside. Mercedes breaks a count of 9 as the champion to tie up Statlander's foot in the ring apron ropes or whatever, the ties that hold the mat into the ring stuff that I can't think of the words at the moment. But basically, she was just trying to get like, oh, I'm going to make sure you can't get back into the ring. And then Statlander gets out of her boot with the greatest of ease to get back into the ring to wrestle the remaining of the match with one shoe on. And then the finish is like cruiserweight moves, but done underwater. Where Statlander smothers Mercedes essentially into the mat, but because Statlander's shoulders are pinned, she loses the match, which the whole sequence looked awkward and bad. I'm sorry. And people on Twitter were giving me flack for it. Just like one guy was giving me flack for it.
Yeah, just call him broke.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
that's how you win.
He's broke. That's how you win beef. You're broke. You're a broke boy.
Broke boy.
But yeah, no, this is easily the worst match of the night. For me.
Have we got another year of this Mercedes money? How long was her contract when she signed? Does she want to go back to being Sasha Banks yet?
Yeah, pretty much.
Rumble's coming up.
We did this last year.
We did do this last year. And we're about to do it again, actually. This is going to be our prediction show.
For 2025 prediction, who's going to be in the Rumble? Mercedes!
Mercedes money.
They're going to pretend Sasha Banks didn't exist.
Yeah.
You think they bring her in with her name?
Yeah. She'll come out with that horrible CEO.
No.
That can't be.
The worst part.
Yeah, that can't be any worse than Def Rebel.
Well, she's probably still got that old one. Or do you think they'd give her a new music?
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Snoop Dogg will come out and everything. Chanting CEO.
God, I hope not.
I hope not, yeah.
No more, it's boss time.
It's boss time as the CEO.
CEO time.
She can do the whole thing that
It's bankrupt.
she can do the whole gimmick that Tony Storm's doing. Now she can just
She
forget
forget.
Mercedes ever
Yeah.
existed.
Yeah. Perfect.
Be for the best, I think. We'll all go along with that. Alright, we get the Continental Classic final. Okada and Ospreay winning their matches earlier in the night. Will Ospreay didn't want to wash the blood off his face for some reason, so he came out
don't
still
get me
all
started
bloody.
on that.
I guess this is beans and thumbs down right here.
Honest to God, the dirty bastard. You know what?
Like,
It's a shortcut.
it was like one match after him gushing like a gusher, essentially. He's backstage with whoever it was interviewing him. Might have been Renee or
It's Renee, yeah.
yeah. And he's just like, he just looks like a murder victim, essentially. I could be like, all right, I'm a little skeptical that he hasn't like washed off yet. But then,
Well,
like,
considering he did a promo where the doctor was wiping his face,
yeah, that's what I mean.
and then he pushed him away as if like, I'm doing an interview. so he never came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like, give me a minute. It was, no, go away. I actually want to keep all of this.
Yeah.
For like 2 hours or something.
Yeah,
between
2
his
hours.
Matches he had to...
Exactly.
It was ridiculous.
He hasn't
amount of
washed
time.
off.
He came out and it looked. Honest to God, it was beyond a joke.
And then he looks, and he comes out during the second time, and he just he was acting like he was concussed, like, oh my head, oh.
Yeah, and then going,
Which makes sense. You
flippy,
sell the
flippy,
match.
flippy, flippy, and then,
Yeah.
oh my head, flippy, flippy.
Flippy, oh god.
So this was a problem for you, I guess. That you didn't like this. What Ospreay was doing, and
Well,
second
for
match
me,
here,
for
selling
me-
too much.
no, for me, it makes AEW Medical look worse than they already are.
Well, you
For
know,
one.
go
Away? I went away.
there was someone who really enjoyed this match.
Oh,
Fucking Dave Meltzer, I bet.
Dynamite Dave. He gave
They would.
Will Ospreay's first match against Carl Fletcher 5 stars.
Who gives a
He gave-
fuck?
He gave
Exactly.
Will Ospreay's second match against Okada 5.5.
What?
Who gives a fuck?
I just double checked that it was actually 5.5.
I'm sorry, I'm saying it right now. Dave Meltzer's on cocaine.
Probably.
He's on cocaine. Oh, it's sorry, it's 5.25. I oversold it.
5.25.
Well, he's
He-
apparently good mates with Tony, so you never know.
He is. He's also a big fan of Will Ospreay. The last 4 5+ star matches he has given have all been Will Ospreay matches.
Fuck that!
In the last month as well. November 23rd, Carl Fletcher, Will Ospreay. December 18th, Darby Allin, Will Ospreay. December 28th, both of Will Ospreay's matches.
I've never agreed with the Tooth Fairy more.
I forgot that was even a movie he starred in.
Yeah.
Very, yeah.
God.
So did he.
Fuck that!
Ay.
Puts, that's where his line came from. Someone puts a DVD on of the Tooth Fairy. Look
Fuck
at you
that.
now!
Look at you now.
Look at you
Look
now!
at you now. Look at you now.
Got no teeth.
Look at
you
this.
now.
Look at you now.
Um, So yeah, someone really liked the selling there, the Will Ospreay sell. Unfortunately for us, none of us had Okada winning this one. I think I had Okada in the match, but I had him losing to Ospreay. Smoot had Ospreay. Will had Ospreay. Beans had Ricochet all the way.
Yeah, I thought Beans was a little crazy on that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I went with the logical choice. If you brought a new guy into the company, you may want to give him a push.
Right.
No, they want to throw toilet paper at him.
Single ply.
Single ply. Dead name his government name, and then throw toilet paper at him.
Call him Trevor and throw toilet paper at him.
Golly,
Where
man.
the big boys play.
Anyway,
So no points for any of us there.
then we get to the main event.
And then we get to the main event, which is a 4-way with John Moxley and a load of jabronis. Orange
and,
Cassidy, I don't...
and
I don't-
Marita Shafir possibly blowing a spot with the handcuffs.
Yeah. The announcers tried to cover for that.
What?
Broke the handcuffs, she's just that powerful.
Yeah, apparently. Or, yeah.
I just like
Yeah.
JR asking the question everyone else was asking, what the hell was going on?
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, I need to get that. I forgot to jot that down.
I like this
Fine,
version of
JR.
JR.
Fuck that!
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I do like this version of JR though, he just doesn't give a shit, he just says what
No.
he sees.
Surprised he didn't shout that Ospreay was broken in half while he was walking down the ramp.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll get the soundbite for next week. Hopefully. Anyhow.
Anyway, so this was a 4-way, which was only ever going to go one way. We all had Moxley winning. So, congratulations.
Yeah,
We
Mox
all
has
get
to win,
points.
otherwise there's no point.
Orange Cassidy is not a main event guy. Please
Not yet.
stop with that. Adam Page and Jay White, maybe. Yeah, sure. They can hang around a little bit. But, I don't know. I'm just kind of sick of all of these guys now. Have something new.
Well, I mean, when I first started watching it, it was Jungle Boy,
It was Jungle
Luchasaurus,
Boy.
Orange
Yeah.
Cassidy, and it was like, oh my god, all these like gimmicks that just wouldn't fly.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and watching a main event, and Orange Cassidy's still half doing this shtick.
The shtick has
I don't
grown
get it.
on me. Like, I get it.
I got it. I got it early on and thought, well, this has a shelf life of about 3 weeks. And I was wrong. It lasted a lot longer than that. And people really love the guy.
Yeah.
But surely
I
now...
don't mind it as a thing, but
it is the same thing.
It is entertaining, but like you say, I mean, like, I've not watched it properly for about 3 years, and it's still happening.
It's the same match every time. It's not a main event act. No, it's not. And he had whatever title he had, the All Atlantic title, whatever one that is now. He had
International
that for
match.
about 3 years.
Championship.
He would do the same match every week, and he would win every time. And that was the opening of every show for way too long. And I don't know, it's time for a change for this guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why he's rocking a predominantly
he
black
wears
and
black
now
now.
white getup. For me, first off, when AEW started, for me, it was MJF, Legless Guy, and Billy Gunn in its debut match in that Battle Royale, if you remember.
Yeah. How'd you throw that guy over the ropes? The center of gravity is just so low.
I think MJF was the one that eliminated him, too.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The one thing we kind of omitted is the Kenny Omega factor, but they seem to be having him focus with what's his name? Okada, yeah.
So Okada wins the tournament final. They make a big deal about him being the best tournament wrestler in history, best tournament wrestler alive. Something.
Yeah.
Then out comes Christopher Daniels and says,
I'm quitting.
I am no longer an EVP. Fuck this guy is, and Kenny Omega's back.
Did anyone else not watch this and just think that Okada looks lost all the time?
Fuck him.
A little bit.
I'm saying he had match when he's in the middle of a match, he just like stops and just like looks, and it's like almost like he's got onset dementia. He like he looked at us to go, where the hell am I? What's going on? And he's obsessed with sticking his finger up to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're number
And saying
one.
bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah, and he's
He
bitch.
really likes
Yeah.
to say bitch.
Very strange, but you know.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. He's got one of his big rivals coming back. They've had some 5+ star matches.
Oh,
And
Dave
they're,
will give him 7.
He has before, so he may
I
well
know.
again.
What do you mean he has before?
He's given them 7.
How can you give him 7? I nearly choked on my biscuit.
Fuck that! There, guys. Fuck that!
What kind of biscuit you got?
It is.
A Biscoff?
It's not really a biscuit.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a cheese oat cake.
Ugh. Cheese oat cake.
Yeah, it's just like the little oat cake biscuits, but with cheese flavour. I like how talking snacks now.
Yeah, is that a Nan's cheese oat cake?
That's the one.
I've never seen these before.
My mum got on me.
Get out.
Huh. Get out.
What?
Get out.
What?
Did you just say get out?
I did.
Oh, is that means for eating one of me for not knowing what they are?
No, it's for them bringing shit biscuits into the agreement.
Week saying you've outstayed your welcome means you have to go
I know, yeah. I mean, parents have this wonderful ability to find things that you just wouldn't necessarily buy.
Yeah.
And she like, you know, she came round with like some little bits at Christmas and just like, you know. Although there was After 8 minutes in there as well, so.
Yeah.
Very more acceptable.
It's okay.
Slightly more. We'll have some After 8s at Christmas.
Yeah, that's what was missing from my Christmas. Have any other brains.
Anyway, the points. What are the points?
We'll talk Christmas chocolates. Right, that was it 11? Yeah, 11 matches on that show. And in 4th place, sorry Beans, it looks like this is not your year. 5 out of 11.
Ooh.
Will on 6, so over half. Only just.
I'll take it.
And joint winners, Smoot, we did it.
Yeah?
We did it. Which keeps you 5 points behind in the overall standings. I'm on 71 now, you're on 66, with Will on 65, so that's pretty close. And Beans, a gentleman's 39. Up.
I still think you've robbed me of some points somewhere.
You missed 2 shows.
You robbed yourself with them,
You robbed yourself.
Yeah.
That is...
Alright.
How many would it be? That's another 25 points you could have had.
Brett screwed Brett.
Brett screwed.
yeah?
Could be on 64.
Beans screwed beans.
Beans screwed beans, yeah. We should probably... Oh man, maybe that's something we can do next week, is like... Without... I would take the stream down, or not the stream, but the screen, so you guys can't see it, but have Beans just pick, like... Out of these people, who do you think won? And see if he can catch up on the point game. Because he obviously he hasn't seen the product.
Yeah, but he could quite easily have Wiki open on the screen while he's doing it.
Oh, that's true.
But if he gets
'cause
all of
that's
them
something
right...
I'm really desperate to do.
No, it's not a bad idea, that's it.
Oh.
So... Do we move on to... the 2024 awards, best of 2024, or the look ahead to 2025?
I think we should do the
Whichever one
awards.
doesn't
Yeah, do the
involve
awards.
AEW.
Awards. Well, I hope you've got some ideas.
Yeah, I've got a few.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to be going to you a lot then, Will. Shall we? Do we start at the top like you guys did last week? Start with the main event and work down,
Sure, I don't
or
care.
should we go with the lesser awards first and build up?
So
I think we should work our way up.
Okay.
Well, lesser awards. They are. I mean, Wrestler of the Year is the big one. Most underrated. You know. Not quite the same. Let's go with most underrated. What are some ideas here? Throw out some names at me.
Most underrated. Okay, hold on.
Most underrated, underused. Yeah, however you want to take that.
It sounds a bit
Undertaker,
daft
nice.
considering- Sounds a bit daft considering she's just won the first women's US title, but I would have said Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She-
you know,
she
that's
brings
that's
that.
fair. That's fair.
She's
Um,
finally getting a recognition now, but up most of the year she hasn't.
Yeah, I think she counts. She's a good shout.
For me, most underrated, Darby Allin's body.
Underrated?
Yeah.
More like,
Yeah,
He
how's
has
he?
a good body.
No, how's he not dead? Like we've seen him take this most ridiculous spots throughout the year.
underrated?
His body being able to hold up is definitely underrated, Beans.
Well, see how it gets on in a few years, shall
Like-
His body doesn't get enough credit.
Whatever the pay-per-view was before World's End, it ended with him running a car into another car with no
Very true.
protection or helmet or anything like that.
I'm guessing it wasn't him. We didn't see
Well,
him getting out of the car.
if you're gonna rate him the most underrated of the year, I'm gonna
Not
give
him,
the
his body.
Stupid of the year award.
Not him, his body.
His body. Well, I'm gonna nominate his brain for stupidity.
Like he got hit by a
Most
bus.
underrated. We underrate Darby Allin's stupidity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
It's alright, he got the underrated body of the year. Everyone's thinking, you know, he should be 7 foot tall and 15 feet wide.
I mean, some of the spots from this year. I don't know if the one where he falls off a ladder through that plate of glass was 2024, but that still is kind of like, oh, that lives rent free in my head. There's that, the Hammerstein show where he like bonks his head off the stage.
Oh yeah, that was
Like,
bad.
come on,
God,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
How is this
That
dude
Jeff
still...
Hardy one when he came off the ladder through
Yes.
the chairs.
Yes,
He's done the coffin drop onto the ring apron a few times.
yes,
That's the hardest part of the ring, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, you know,
And
I've
he got
heard
hit
that
by
as
a
well.
bus.
Yeah, thank you.
How many times did he fall off his skateboard?
Many.
Does he come out with it anymore?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes not. These days the ramp isn't long enough to actually get on it.
Maybe you
Yeah.
can get some speed up from the car park.
Any ideas, Beans, most underrated of the year from the little wrestling you've seen? That guy deserves
Watching
better.
Little Wrestler.
Come back to me in a
The
second.
little wrestling, the juniors division.
I'm still fixated on Darby Allin for some reason.
Yes, you really admire his body. I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
confusion more than the actual body. Let Will go first.
He said Chelsea Green,
I can
Oh,
still
shit.
see
and
it.
I think he might be right actually with that one.
Yeah, that was
got
pretty
some
good.
I've got Carl Fletcher. He's getting some recognition now. I guess he's getting a bit of a push. Obafemi in NXT. I think he's ready or close to ready. You know, why not give him a go? I think I would give it to Bron Breakker though.
Braun Breaker. Okay.
Underrated?
Not a bad
Yeah,
show.
well, kind of underrated, underused. He's kind of just he's there. He's like the mid card big guy. I think they could be doing more with him. But I wouldn't be upset if we went with Chelsea Green. I think Will's onto something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Well, I'd concur with Will. Is
Yeah.
that allowed?
It is. We're throwing out
Someone
ideas,
will definitely-
recommendations, and then
Anyone ever agreed with me?
we'll agree with you.
Sorry.
And I'll just leave a blank space where Beans' recommendation goes.
Uh,
There you go.
What are you saying? You don't know? You haven't got one?
I'd agree with you, Will.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Chad Gable?
Yeah.
I mean, I know
okay.
they've started using him a bit more. But
Yeah, he has
he's
been the most
always-
underrated for about 10 years now.
Yeah,
Now
I
he's
know.
finally
well,
getting somewhere, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
he's
give
there.
Chad my vote.
Okay.
there you go. Cool.
Darby Allin.
That's funny.
Sorry.
Oh, that was fun. I like it.
It reads so wrong.
Thank you.
Like me saying Triple H's nose.
No, well, the Triple H's nose isn't like constantly in like a car wreck or whatever.
Have you seen
No.
the size of it when he
He
sneezes?
got a lot of
He's in
TV time
trouble.
back in the day.
Did.
Anyway,
Pushed a lot of people out of the way, that nose.
It really did. And you can't have a most underrated award without the most overrated award. So, who has been overpushed, over-focused on? I think there's only one winner here, but I'm going to throw out Reigns, Rollins, and Miz, just because, you know, Miz is always in the overrated category. There's two that I think you guys might say. So, what have you got for most overrated?
Can't really think of anyone right offhand, but No, go on. Let me hear some suggestions first.
Want me to go?
Yeah.
Go on.
Mercedes Monet.
There
you
go.
jackpot.
That's what I was
That's-
looking for.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know why they think of that. That's a good show, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hasn't worked, does it?
Not even a little bit. The other one I was thinking of was Solo Sikoa. Who actually I don't
No.
like.
Really?
I
I've got a
think you-
controversial one,
I like Solo.
which I probably, if anyone listens to this show, I get shot for. I think
Oh, I got
John Moxley.
one.
John
Ooh.
Moxley.
I don't think he's that rated anyway, is he?
So you're going with both Mercedes and John Moxley, Beans?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
it's just
indeed.
the thing. I mean, this kind of harks back to the WWE thing with when you look at the Shield. You knew Seth Rollins was the one that was like the Shawn Michaels kind of. You could do all the flippy stuff.
He was
and
the
you
worker,
could also
sure.
wrestle. Yeah, he was the proper worker. Reigns was your powerhouse, and he's obviously developed over time. But Ambrose, to me, every time it came down to having his own matches, it was just brawling stuff. And I know it's part of his character, and I get that. But I never felt that you get a really, really good match out of it.
Out of a brawler. Yeah.
It was just really hard to get into each of his matches. And I know that he's a really good talker, and obviously he's had numerous pushes with AEW, and he's doing this thing at the moment. And it is intriguing, but I just like that when we watched it last week, the main event. I mean, I know it wasn't, I don't think anyone was particularly excited for it, but every time I watched him, I just kind of think, meh. I get a bit frustrated with the over-the-top kind of face pulling and twitching and cracking his neck, and
Yeah, his
it's
neck
just a
getting
bit
like cut open or whatever from that announce table spot.
well,
It's
that
kinda-
was bad, yeah.
it's kinda
But,
wicked.
yeah, so it's just a personal thing, and I'm not saying he's terrible. It's just I think that he just never seems to have that.
I see where you're coming
classic
from,
match
yeah.
in him.
I worry about his blood pressure.
Yeah,
He always seems so angry, like all the time. He's always
Yeah,
pacing
yeah.
around. He's got something to be pissed off about. Do you never chill out? No. No.
even when he sat with Renee Paquette.
Yeah, exactly. He's just seething. Fucking Orange Cassidy. He's out there. Orange Cassidy's out there. I'm the king.
Pacing around the living room. You know we have a child now.
I know. Stop reminding me.
I'm going for Logan Paul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Will, who you got?
Yeah.
I
I'm gonna
know
agree
you
with-
just said that. There's no.
Yeah,
You know.
fuck him. That's why. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Beans and say Mercedes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which is just bizarre to me. Like, I was really looking forward this time last year for her to hopefully come back to WWE and kind of have a really good push with, the Rumble thing and Triple H being in charge and actually getting taken a bit more seriously. And it's just, yeah, I have no idea what the hell's gone on, and I've not seen anywhere near as much of what she's done in AEW as what you guys have. But that pay-per-view and the whole thing is just bizarre to me. I don't understand what's happening there.
Yeah, mine is already too late now. We're definitely agreed on Mercedes Monet, but I think Seth Rollins is not as good as his position either. In ring, fine, whatever. He's Seth Rollins. He's been around forever, so yeah, he's a top guy just on tenure. But I've not been interested in anything he's done for a long time.
So you're going with Seth Rollins, not Solo?
Well, Solo was just one that I thought,
Okay,
I
well,
thought you might agree with more actually. But
I could put
you
both
guys
in.
seem to-
I could put both in there.
No, it's Mercedes and Solo were my two big ones, but I think Solo just gets overshadowed because he's got better people around him, hasn't he? But,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe that's it.
I think Solo's really come into his own since
I've
Reigns
noticed
has
the
gone.
confidence with him a bit more when he's obviously the promo elements and everything he's done recently, which is good. But yeah,
But
again, it's that in-ring
sounds
thing. I
daft
don't.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I know it's storyline there that obviously he's the next tribal chief, but I generally think he could be if he carries on how he's going. He could be the next Reigns or whoever. Not there yet, but he's going the right way.
Yeah, well, definitely Sasha Banks' award, that one. How about, and this was a real struggle, I thought, coming up with an announcer of the year.
Ooh.
Announcer, commentator, any of these kind of, This is difficult because no one really stands out.
I don't
go
know
on.
actually. Yeah, go on. You go on, Vince. You go first.
You sure? You can go first if you want.
No, go on. I'll let you.
Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
He annoys me when he comes out, but I just feel that any time that he's on commentary, obviously it's normally a big show that he's been brought in to do, but it's just, there's an upbeat thing about him, isn't there, when you listen to it? You can make mundane sound exciting, and also just how, like Cole obviously just gets giddy as a mate with him kind of thing, and you just get a different type of atmosphere when he's there. So I just think that's
true.
When you think of announcers, I just think he stands out at the moment from anyone else, and it's not to say that the others aren't doing good things, it's just he's the one that stands out to me if you put them all in a line.
That's true, and the reins are off a little bit with Vince not there anymore, telling them what to say. Everyone's a little bit more themselves, but he was always just himself. He never seemed to take much direction.
No.
So maybe not relevant for this year exactly, but I know what you mean with the McAfee bringing his own kind of energy. That's a good shout. I didn't think of him. I had Taz and Nigel that were my best options, but I'm not really sold on either one of them. they're the best. They're better than Tony Schiavone and Excalibur, and definitely better than JR. But that's all I've got. And Matt Menard.
One thing I would say after
bar.
last week watching the show, I think I said it to you guys when we were watching it, but listening to Tony Schiavone, he's still got it. He's still, it's. I mean, I know it's not entirely fair to compare him with JR because there is a massive age gap as well, but just considering the length of being in the business, he's still very much energized by it and doesn't. I mean,
he does have
JR's
that kind
got
of
an
enthusiasm.
Yeah, and it's just, there's a consistency there, isn't there? You never, like when you it sounds awful, but you listen to JR and there's moments now as he's getting older where it's either, like you said, he either says something that he just doesn't care and that's what he thinks.
Clearly,
Or
he's
he
never
just
cared.
gets confused as well, and it's like, it doesn't really do that much. He just kind of falls back onto either just talking generally or just goes to a catchphrase, I think. But yeah,
It sounds very phony when he tries to put something over JR.
Yeah.
He'll try and say that someone's being like super tough, taking all of these moves or whatever. He's hating it.
Yeah.
Beans, you said that there's a massive age gap between JR and Tony Schiavone. How big do you think that age gap might be?
I was
Probably
just going
about
to say, I
15,
don't think there is.
Do you think 15 years? Will, what would you say?
it might be about 10 actually thinking about it.
Let's say 5, maybe. I don't think it's big as you
You're
think.
nearly. It's 6.
6.
Yeah, Tony is 67. JR
Wow.
only a couple of days ago turned 73. Well, yesterday actually, the 3rd of January.
I think I've seen something.
I didn't. That's surprising. I thought that.
He sounds younger,
Yeah, and I mean, even just. I mean, I know that
more energy.
when you're getting older, 6 years is still a long time in some regard. But I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have put him that old. I would have said when I was thinking about it. Then I knew that JR, because we in the conversation last week, we knew JR was coming up to that age. But I would have put him at late 50s, early 60s. I wouldn't have said he was.
I think we would have had him older just because of how long he's been around. But yeah, I know.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't sound like an old man for sure. Smoke, you've got Joe Tessitore.
Yeah.
Is he the Raw guy or the SmackDown guy?
Raw guy.
Raw guy.
Well, breaking news on that, actually, he was the Raw guy. He's just been announced as the SmackDown guy from next week.
Whoa,
okay.
Draft season. It's early.
Alright, so he's not been binned then.
No, it's going to be Cole and McAfee on Raw and Tessitore and Barrett on SmackDown.
Okay. Where's Corey gone?
Will, who you got?
I don't know, actually. It's not been... I'm guessing that the other guy on SmackDown's only what people are saying, so maybe it will be Corey.
Can't imagine him not being on either show.
Yeah, he'll be there somewhere. I'm going to go for Michael Cole.
I knew you would go for Michael Cole.
I just think
Michael
he's...
Cole.
I almost picked him from Saturday Night's Main
did you
Event,
pick
coaching
him
up
last year?
Ventura.
I don't know, I might have picked him last year, I don't know. I just think he's great, especially you mentioned about since the Reigns come off, if you like, Vince hasn't been around. I think he's kind of being reborn, if you like. He's a totally different guy these days.
Yeah.
He's a lot more fun on commentary. He's obviously, but we've said it before, it goes without saying that, you know, it obviously helps when you haven't got a lunatic shouting in your ear every night.
Yeah.
But you don't feel that it, even just catchphrase stuff, it doesn't feel forced every time.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like you said in the past.
It did.
Really
Vintage
did.
Randy Orton. Oh my.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it just, yeah. Whereas now he's just not a factor, and you consider that it
Fuck
sounds
that!
awful. In the past, you were borderline hating the guy, you know, it was like. So, yeah, it is a good point.
I think he said
Alright.
himself, I think he was on McAfee's show or someone podcast or whatever. And, you know, he's obviously not going to come out and have a go at Vince, is he? But he's pretty much said that, you know, he's allowed to basically do what he wants now, and he's not. He's enjoying it more, because I think he even said he was thinking about retiring at some point a few years ago.
Well, it just sounded
Damn it.
tired, didn't it, when he's just doing
Yeah.
the same thing over and
Totally.
over. It's like.
If only
Because
Vince
I think
had
it was
held
that
on
brief
for another year.
period when.
Could have been rid of Michael
Oh, like Michael Cole.
When they did the NXT in Blackpool and he did the commentary on that, and Vince wasn't involved,
Yeah. Exactly.
and that was
yeah.
like the first kind
Yeah.
of sign where you thought, you know, you can see he's really giddy about this. Like he's,
Yeah, definitely. Did you not
All
like
right.
Michael Cole, Tux?
I haven't been watching weekly for a long time. Was it now 4 years or something now? And that's the time where he's been getting better. So I haven't heard enough good Michael Cole to offset the 20 years of bad Michael Cole.
This is where you need to start watching WWE.
I need to
again.
come back.
And
well,
you should move for that
there's a
matter.
perfect opportunity, and I'm sure you'll see
There
us
is.
advertised this week on Netflix.
And you should move for that matter. You need to start watching that other shit and watch WWE.
It does seem like a good time for it. Dynamite is not it's not popping. So it could be time.
Which one are we doing on
Yeah.
first?
WrestleMania
Yeah.
season. So what are we saying? Well, we're going to come to an agreement on announcer of the year.
Yeah.
Tessitore, McAfee, Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna come to an
silent.
agreement on it when we got 4 different options,
Yeah.
and you just say yeah, and then that's it.
Pick one of them.
Look, I put the names on the screen for each of us to. Yeah, it's fine.
For each of us, yeah, these are just our nominations. We've got to agree.
There's no
the
voting
IWC
panel. No,
as-
we don't.
as a
No,
community.
no.
Yeah, that's what
No.
we've done so far.
No, we're pressed for time here. Come on, speed it along.
He's got food coming.
Yeah.
Podcast, we've got as much time as we want.
No, we don't.
We've got a long way to go on these awards too. We got like 10 more.
God.
Yeah, we probably should speed it along a little bit, I think. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, I hate myself for it, but I'm gonna give it to Michael Cole.
Oh,
Because he's there every week, I guess.
Sure.
I feel dirty.
can we go for? Sorry, just on that one. Can we go for him just because of? Well, I'm trying to make a graphic for it, and I've just done it. And the image of Michael Cole that I found, he looks possessed.
Oh no.
He does. Yeah, you're right.
What's going on with his eyes?
He's gonna fake it.
Oh my word. Vince has definitely got his hand up his backside.
Jesus, yeah. Also, Mercedes most overrated.
There you go.
Yeah. Chelsea most underrated. There you go.
There it is. All right. So now this may be an easy one. It may be difficult. I don't know how you feel about Talker of the Year. So
Talker.
yeah, I don't know what phrasing we should use. Promo of the year or
Didn't we say best on the mic or something?
best on the mic of
There
the
it
year,
is,
something
yeah.
like that. That'll do.
Yeah.
Best on the mic, right? Sure. Best on the mic of the year. So obvious ones. Paul Heyman is always in the conversation here. Punk is always. The Rock is always one of the best on the mic. He wasn't around for very long though. Don't know if you get it for 4 months or whatever. Cody's been pretty good. Who else?
I'm
Don
gonna
Callis.
nominate.
People really hate Don Callis.
I'm gonna go show you one nomination. Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely a lot better. I don't know if Samantha Irvin counts, but she was pretty good while she was around.
Yeah, sure.
For me, I put CM Punk on Ariel Helwani's podcast.
Specifically on Ariel Helwani's podcast.
Is this the one where he discusses everything that happened on
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
backstage thing and it all
Mhm.
turned out to be true?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would agree with CM Punk.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good show, Punk. I think he's not said a lot, has he? But when he has said stuff, it's been pretty good.
Well, he just had a big face-off with Seth Rollins, and he completely outclassed.
Oh,
freaking-
the one from Raw, yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that. Just this week, yeah, that was really good.
Rollins really
Both
tried,
guys
but
are really.
he was good, but yeah, Punk is the guy still. So I guess that means he's our winner, right?
Are we going with Punk?
If we have to agree, all right. I thought we just had to come up with answers. I didn't know this was an actual.
We're brainstorming here. We're just like throwing out some ideas, some nominations.
News to me.
We all come together to. We are the IWC. We have to see who the IWC really appreciates in 2024. And, as representatives of our smart mark basement dwelling fan base, our basement dwelling brethren.
Okay.
We are gonna give some slammies to some people.
What's next?
Well, TV show of the year. I know what it's not.
I know which one it is.
Rampage.
Yeah, because it ended.
'Cause it ended.
Yeah, I literally have it in my notes. Rampage, because it ended.
That was the best thing that happened. It's the best thing.
Best thing that happened? Wow.
It's the best because it doesn't exist.
Wow.
I assume, having not watched a lot of it, that it's gonna be Raw or SmackDown. I'm a Dynamite guy, and even I can't say that Dynamite is the best show of the year. I don't even know what else is out there, but I know this cannot be as good as it gets.
I mean,
yeah, I would
comment
go
because
with-
I don't know what's week in, week out.
Yeah, I would say, if I had to pick, I mean, they've both been okay, but if I had to go, I'd say SmackDown.
In that case, you're probably right.
I wish people would be
Beans,
more like this.
Have you got anything?
Yeah,
Beans?
I can't really comment.
Yeah.
But, like I say, it's
Beans, no comment.
Chucks, what do you have?
He's pleading the fifth. I have to defer to Will. He knows better than I do. So, SmackDown wins.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay, this is positive. This is good. Who is the most improved of the year? From this time last year, end of 2023, who's really stepped up the game?
I'm going to go
a hint
for
that you
one.
think it's Triple H.
No.
Always playing the game.
I'm
I
going to
would.
go for one that you nominated before, for another one. I'll say Braun Breaker.
From Breaker, yeah.
I think he's definitely improved on the mic.
Mm.
He's a lot more natural, I think, cutting promos.
Well, funny you should say that, Will, because one of my suggestions is one that you said for one of the other ones, and that's Drew McIntyre. And that CM Punk feud has totally brought him back up to the top. Like, he's a top guy now.
Mm.
Not just somewhere, could maybe be top guy, could maybe be opener, could be in a tag, could be whatever. He's one of the top, 3 or 4 on his brand now. I would also throw out Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom. I think Dirty Dom is much more, he feels like more natural now as well.
I'd say Dirty
settled.
Dom, but he's not had a lot of matches, has he? We've done a lot in the ring.
No, that's true.
But yeah, it's fair.
Seeing some of his stuff with the Judgment Day, comparing it to, I don't know why it came up, but that clip of him, was it Halloween or Christmas, where he went to his granddad's house and had a fight with his dad and got arrested?
Oh yeah, that was when he first
was-
went to jail, wasn't it?
Yeah, when he went to jail. That was
Yeah.
late last year, I think.
Yeah.
Last year or the year before? It was only last year, right? So
I think
since
it was
then,
the year before, because
Oh, it might have been
it's when he turned up at Mania in the prison van, didn't he?
oh, that's
Mania.
right. It was too. Oh,
39.
maybe he did all of his improvement last year. Then he's definitely better than that now. He was good back then. That was a great spot, but he's better than that. Yeah, and Liv has also stepped up. She's good. But I think maybe Drew is my guy on this one.
Yeah, I like Drew actually. That's a good call, I think.
I went with WWE as a whole.
WWE as a whole.
I'd go Damian Priest.
Okay.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Yeah.
Just because, obviously, they had the Money in the Bank thing, and obviously, most people win when they've got it. And it was in that period when Punk was injured, and obviously Drew McIntyre was involved and all that kind of stuff. And it kind of felt like, is this just going to be he's a champ and then it's taken off and the move on kind of thing. And he even though he obviously isn't the champion, I think he's done well. He's improved on the mic a lot. He seems more comfortable in his own character.
Yep.
And yeah, he just seems to be still a guy, like he's still one of the guys that you would put as a, involved in main events and things. So I think he's done quite well in that regard.
Yes, yeah, I agree with that. So who's it going to be?
I'm gonna second yours actually. I think Chuck's Drew McIntyre. I know I said Braun Breaker initially, but I think it's a good shout, McIntyre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Braun too, though. Maybe next year will be Braun's year.
Yeah.
So you're giving it to
We're giving it
Drew?
to the Scottish psychopath.
Okay.
They don't call him that anymore. Scottish warrior.
Yeah.
And Willie, you said your vote was for who?
McIntyre.
McIntyre. Okay.
Well, it's Braun Breaker before, but yeah.
I'll go McIntyre.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Promotion of the year. That's pretty straightforward, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah. One's on the up, one's on the down. So unless you want to go out of the box and say TNA's been really good.
Do you know what? It's not a bad shout actually. I've not seen many of the shows. But when I have, I did actually watch. What was the one I watched a couple of months back? When Joe Hendry was going for the title.
And then JBL showed up and clotheslined him.
That's right, yeah. JBL turned up and ruined everything. I don't know, was it
Bound for
Break?
Glory.
No, Bound for Glory.
Was
I
it
think
Bound for
it might
Glory?
have
It was?
been.
Oh,
I think
weird.
Oh, I don't know. It might not have been, but
I think you might be right. I'm sure it was. That's their like their WrestleMania, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
So,
so,
yeah, I'm sure it was.
yeah, Bound for Glory. There it is. Yeah.
But yeah, they do seem to be doing really well. There hasn't been a lot in the partnership right now, but there is obviously working out for them. But
well,
I
we've
will
got the
go with-
Rumble coming up, and we normally get a few people turn up, don't we?
well, there was a bit of a tease on NXT, wasn't there? Joe Hendry they were doing like their end of year awards, and Joe Hendry won something. I can't remember what it was, but he's in an acceptance speech. He said, when people say his name and he appears, it could be on any show. And then literally right after it was a teaser for Raw on Netflix. So, but yeah, I think the Rumble will be a good call for him to turn up in. That'll be quite good.
Yeah, that's true.
But having said all that, I think I'm gonna go WWE because.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, yeah.
I thought Smoot had enough of you then, Will.
No,
The name disappeared.
I'm just gonna put not
I took her
AEW.
out as soon as you went with the...
I'll be a little bit interesting and just put not AEW because it was not their year this year.
It clearly was not their year,
No.
and from what I can tell, I think New Japan's a bit cold as well. So
Really?
I think WWE wins by default. They're doing pretty well, and no one else is. So what can you do?
Beans?
Beans, anything
Yeah,
wacky? Do you want to say
WWE.
Game Changer Wrestling or something?
Game changer.
Global Force? Alright, well, we'll call that in favour of WWE then. Fine. Feud of the year. Is there anything that stands out here? Is it Cody and Reigns?
No, I would say you kind of already mentioned it earlier on.
Yeah.
Punk McIntyre, yeah.
No, I'm not giving it
Is-
to that.
That's one of the two I had in mind. The other being Swerve and Adam Page.
I thought you were...
Swerve going to do a Russo swerve.
No, I thought you were going to say Keith Lee.
Jesus.
Wow.
One of the worst feuds that's ever been.
But you still remember it.
I remember it because I'm just on this cliffhanger ending right now. I don't even know where Keith Lee is.
No, he's at the Hall of Fame.
Is
Still
he?
there. Still trying to get out.
No, he's waiting for this year's to start.
That's what I mean. He's just hanging about, waiting for next year.
He'll make it in one of these days.
Yeah, I think I'm not...
Versus the-
Nice.
Yeah, that's about it then. Unless means you got something.
No, I agree. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. I think it was the one that took everyone's interest. I mean,
Yep.
the obvious Rhodes and Reigns, but that was. It's weird, innit? But there was an expectation there, weren't they? After, whereas the McIntyre and Punk, I think there was a
a worry with Punk's injuries previous, whether things might not work out. And like you said,
Yeah,
it brought McIntyre back into it and solidified Punk. So
Yeah.
For the record, I am not signing off on this because I think them fighting over a bracelet was fucking stupid, and thus Tony Khan versus the fans is a much more deserving feud of the year.
Yeah, I thought that might come up. It was all about a cheap bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is unfortunate.
Officially, you're going with what, Chucks?
Well, I think we're giving it Punk McIntyre, but I'll say, just so it's on the board, Swerve versus Page.
Oh. Okay, I don't know what the heck
burned down.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened there. Hold on. I lost. I don't know what happened there. Hold
as soon as you roll Swerve, it just went Swerve and deleted the entire thing.
Yeah. Yeah, now Swerve versus Page is a pretty good one for the house aspect there.
And it went for so much of the year too. Like Reigns and Rhodes was good, or Brock and Rhodes, or Rocky Rhodes, whatever you want to say about that. But it was only up until WrestleMania, and then nothing again after that. So I think for longevity, those two, Punk McIntyre and Swerve and Hangman, more worthy. Event of the year, is this as simple as WrestleMania Night 2? Or does something else stand out? All In, we were there. We were All In.
Oh, actually, I can. I'm gonna go. You've just come to me right now. Actually, I was gonna go WrestleMania. Probably Night 2. I think was the best one out of all of them. Out of the 2 nights. But I'm not gonna go for that. I'm gonna go for Backlash in France.
That's a good show.
I thought that was really
Just for
good.
the crowd.
Just for the crowd, but overall it was just a good show. I thought as well. I thought it was.
Backlash Lyon. What did they do? Which one was... So this was Bloodline beating Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. The street fight.
Cody, AJ.
Bayley beat Naomi and Tiffany. Priest beat Jey Uso for the world title. Bianca and Jade won the titles from the Kabuki Warriors, and then Cody AJ, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they were all singing for AJ. Yeah, it's a good atmosphere there.
Chucks, what do you have?
It's a bit basic bitch, isn't it? But WrestleMania Night 2, I think. I wish there was something a bit more interesting.
WrestleMania, what's the number of that one?
40.
40, okay. Beans?
I'm going to agree with Chuck's. Whilst it is the kind of thing you want, but also in some ways that's what it should be as well.
I misunderstood the assignment on this one and just put Vince McMahon being excommunicated from WWE TKO.
I guess it's kind of
Yeah,
an event.
That's the event
an
of the
event,
year.
yeah.
Sorry.
Give you that.
Did that happen in 2024 though? Was that late 2023?
It might have been this year.
I think it was. I think the actual sort of final
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing really got.
Wait,
kicked
your
out, might have been this
prediction
year.
for them to sever ties with him in this year? And they did.
Yeah.
Okay. His return, yeah. Oh, he later resigned from TKO in January 2024.
Counts.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Definitely
Sneaked
counts, yeah.
in just under the radar there. All right, yeah. So Vince retiring. Oh yeah.
So we're giving it to Mania.
I think
With
we have
two for Mania. Yeah.
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 Honourable
The
mention for
story.
Backlash.
That damn story being finished.
Next one.
Next one, match of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I think I've got an idea.
Oh yeah.
People didn't really think it was a good match, but just for overall the entertainment value, I'm going to go with the main event of WrestleMania 19.
Yeah.
Cody Roman.
Yeah, that was one of my suggestions here. I've got the Swerve Danielson match from All In. Mostly because
that's just,
it was a
that was pretty good.
cool moment. And because it was so unexpectedly good, I've got the Women's Money in the Bank here as well. As a suggestion.
Yeah, that's not a bad show as well.
I go Punk McIntyre Hell in a Cell.
Ooh.
I'm going to
Just
change
the reason why I
Sorry, go on.
say it is just because obviously they used blood and everything, and it was
Yeah.
used in the right way, and it was a return to something that fans wanted to see, but obviously we don't want to see it
What's up?
week in, week in.
I'm sorry. What do you, Chucks? What did you pick? I'm sorry. I'm all over the place here.
Well, since Will has Reigns and Cody, I'll give my vote to Swerve versus Danielson from All In.
Well, you say that, I'm going to change mine to that just because of the fact we
Oh.
were there. And
Okay, well in that case, I'll have Reigns and Cody.
Oh my god.
No,
So-
I think we should give it to that match and All In. I think it was.
Yeah.
We were both there, and it was a
there.
good match. I think we should give it to that.
You're giving it to officially.
Well, it depends.
Depends.
What
you guys can,
what
you can
does
argue.
Smoot want? Because
What
you
does
know,
Smoot want?
I went with Hangman Swerve Lights Out match, the cage match in. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, well, I just
that was-
I'm disappointed. Wait a minute.
because if you'd have matched mine, then it would have been 2-2. You see, and then it would have been a discussion.
What was yours,
Because
Deans?
you've
I'm
gone
sorry.
with- It's all good.
It was
No-
Punk McIntyre Hell in a Cell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was there. Both of those are really good. The
Yeah, that was
lights out
pretty
match in
good,
the
to be
cage as well. So, there's some options here. This is going to be tough.
I think we have to go with the main event because you both picked it. Oh no, sorry, you changed it, didn't you? To the
Well, yeah,
All In.
just to keep more options on the board.
Sorry.
Will's changed, to Swerve and Danielson,
Oh, okay.
which was a really cool
think-
moment with Brian winning the world title.
I think that should be the deciding factor because we were both there. We got the live experience. I think
We did. We helped him. We cheered him on.
we did.
If
We
we
did.
weren't there, it wouldn't have happened.
We sang
did.
the final countdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sang all of the words that everyone else didn't know. They all mumbled. I was like, no, we're leaving together. Still it's farewell.
Okay.
I don't know if I can choose. Those are four really good. Help us out here.
I think I agree with Will. You should go with the ones
Alright.
that you had the
Well,
experience of.
Look, if we didn't have to choose one, I thought it was just an individual thing. This wouldn't be a problem.
He's not liking this, is he?
Doesn't like the format.
No.
There we go. I've made an executive decision. It's going
Yeah.
to
Okay.
Swerve and Brian.
All right.
Plus, we've not actually given AW many good awards in this so far.
They don't bloody deserve
Done a
them.
lot.
Well, no, they don't.
All right. Okay. So that might be all they get. Oh, actually, there's another one. There is another one they might get a little later on. But first, tag team of the year. I've struggled here.
I got a couple good ones here.
Oh, what have you got?
I'll tell you. I'll wait to hear everybody's. Hold on.
Okay.
I can't really comment, really, because I haven't seen enough of it, but I know that people were talking quite warmly of Viking Raiders having a
Yeah.
resurgence.
They haven't done a lot, really. I mean, it was good to see them back
Injured though.
as... Yeah. Good to see them back as the Viking Raiders again.
Mhm.
Or the War Raiders, sorry. Whatever they're called. I've had that many names, I don't know what's
Sorry,
called.
yeah,
these days.
sorry.
Viking
Weren't they War
experience.
Machine originally?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when they came in, wasn't it? And they got changed. Yeah, it's a good shout, but I don't think they've done a lot this year yet. I don't think it's at all really.
Yeah.
I think this year they could be big. There's an argument for the Bloodline, I suppose. They are a team of sorts.
Bloodline is a team. Who would that be? Tonga and Tonga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they've been a good team for a long time, so yeah, that's definitely an option. I was looking around for help here because the usual ones, Young Bucks, I don't think it's them. FTR, I don't think it's them. They haven't really done a whole lot this year. The Acclaimed hasn't been doing a whole lot. So I looked around at what other people were saying, and it seems like the consensus is Fraxium down in NXT.
Yeah, they've been pretty good.
Who?
Who apparently have been
say-
really good.
Who?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Is an NXT team.
I would say, for my actual vote, there's not many to pick from, really. I can only say DIY,
Okay,
Ciampa and Gargano.
that's good. Yeah, I can see that. Smoot, who have you got?
For AEW, the Outrunners. For WWE, Biggie and his girlfriend.
He and his
What?
girlfriend.
Yeah.
What? Because he created a rift with the New Day.
Yeah, they broke up the New Day.
No, mainly because they were looking out for Big E's health, and they wanted to actually have something after wrestling and making sure their future was secured and all that. So what more can you ask for?
Maybe I should change mine to the Terminator team out of AEW.
The Murder Machine, sure.
That's
Murder
your new
Machine.
favorite.
Got me a point.
There you go.
Here you go for Chucks.
Yeah, I mean Fraxium's the best I've got, but I think
How do you spell that? I don't even know how do you spell that.
I think it's Fraxiom.
Yeah, that's it. Because Axiom is a guy, and he's in a tag team with
Mm.
Nathan Fraser, is it? Something Fraser.
Yeah.
So Fraser and Axiom, but I don't really know them very well, so I will. I'll let you guys choose. DIY, they were champions for a little while, weren't they? One of them's literally called Ciampa. That's most of
And
it.
they just won it again.
They just won it last week, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they turned heel again, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, and that was just last year as well. So that counts. Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Okay.
Give it to DIY.
Sure.
Yep.
DIY.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, this is one. This might be AEW's last chance at an award. Women's Wrestler of the Year.
Okay.
Who's that going to be? There's quite a few
Tiffany
options.
Stratton.
Ooh, Tiffany Stratton.
I
Oh,
thought.
about
Yeah, I
that,
mean,
actually.
I thought about it for a minute, but I did not go with her.
Just because this time last year I didn't even know who she was, so.
Who did you go with?
Mariah May.
Yeah, okay.
Mm.
I couldn't decide. There were two major women's feuds this year. Rhea Liv, Tony, and Mariah. It could be any one of those four.
Rhea's a good shout as well.
Maria Kanellis.
Yeah, I was gonna go Rhea Ripley.
Rhea, yeah.
I'm happy with Rhea.
Even though she was injured? Discount the injury?
Yeah, I think she's
Yeah, it
done
was only a couple
that
of
well. That she stayed relevant, didn't she? While she was still
Oh, yeah.
out.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a danger when you get injured. You fall to the back of the
Lose
line.
your
don't
spot.
you?
Yeah.
So I did 2 again. So for WWE, I went with Liv Morgan. For AEW, I went Mariah May.
Yeah, they're legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, those good shouts.
Because Liv kind of elevated
I
that
disagree
feud.
with Liv.
I think she elevated the whole thing with stealing Dom and all that, and then carrying the weight of the feud while Rhea was recovering to be healthy. So I think it elevated her.
I think it's working a lot better now that she's playing the heel character.
Yeah.
I think that she feels really weak on the babyface side when they put her in
Well,
that position.
Can do.
I still think she deserves some of the credit.
She does. What is that? Is it Rhea? Rhea of the year?
Overall, I think. But
That's a different award entirely.
There's a difference. She could win that too. All right. Sorry, AEW, you don't win this time. Your Timeless Tony PWI 100 win is not good enough. Doesn't
maybe she
impress
would
us.
have won if she wasn't on the fucking pre-show in the last pay-per-view.
Yeah, very true.
That was the deciding factor. Yeah, Timeless Tony, not good enough. All right, the big one, Men's Wrestler of the Year. There's an obvious option. I don't know if you want to just give it to Cody.
No.
No? Wow. Okay.
I don't want to give it Cody.
Who do you want to give it to?
Again, I did 2.
Okay.
Do you want me to
There
go?
we go. Yeah, go on.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I can see why you picked him.
I just think just because obviously we all knew that eventually this, his title reign was going to end, and it's very easy for him. I mean, I know obviously he did take a lot of time off and came back around, was it SummerSlam, I think, but I think that to be able to be the exact same character as what he was before he left and still get that positive reaction, bearing in mind we're talking about Roman Reigns, who was John Cena 2.0 at one point, to get the reactions that he's getting and to have the confidence to still be that character and not like play to the crowd too much or kind of do the over-the-top babyface thing. I think it's testament to the work he does. I mean, I know it relies on the work that he's done in the last few years, but I was just surprised at how he kept it going that way.
Yeah, no, it's a fair enough shout though.
Makes sense to me. I've got Cody Gunther. I think he deserves a bit of a shout out. Or Bryan Danielson in his last year as a
Look what I have
full-time
here.
wrestler.
Oh, that's the thumbs down. Sorry. Giving that away for free. I went with Danielson and Gunther.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
It actually matched me for a change.
I did, yeah. We're in agreement there. Cody Danielson Gunther.
Will?
And Will, yeah, you might be the deciding factor here.
Yeah, Gunther's a good shout, but I think Reigns just edges it, I think.
Really? Okay.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
I don't think I will. Put my teeth back in. I'm in two minds saying Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens has been really good this year, but possibly a bit too late for him.
Not enough progress, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's doing really well right now, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
If he has, if he carries on with the push, I reckon
yeah.
good chance him for next year.
Chucks, can we save the prediction or the year-end predictions for next week? Because we were running low on time here. Just an
Of
FYI.
course. It is getting late. Yeah.
Real quick. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Oh, real fast here. Let me recap the winners, and then we'll get going here. Hold on. So here's your 2024 winners here. Why is that so low? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Not only did they win the end of the year awards, they're going into the Hall of Fame.
They're all
Yeah.
in the IWC Hall of Fame.
Chelsea Green, most underrated. Mercedes, most overrated. Michael Cole, the announcer of the year. CM Punk, best on the mic. SmackDown's the show of the year. Drew McIntyre's the most improved. WWE's also the promotion of the year, also most improved in my book. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. I am not signing off on that, personally. WrestleMania 40 Night 2 event of the year. Swerve versus Danielson, all in London because everybody was there. DIY's Tag Team of the Year. Rhea Ripley Women's Wrestler of the Year. Roman Reigns Male Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah. That sums it up.
Sorry about that. Real quick, thumbs up, thumbs down. Who you got?
I think we all have the same thumbs down this week, don't we? There's one that really stands out.
I've got 2. Do you want to go with your obvious thumbs down?
I want to go with my obvious thumbs down. Someone needs to tell Edge to stop booking his own, stop writing his own promos, stop making his own decisions, take the power out of his hands. Whatever they did with Britney Spears, they need to do it with Edge.
All right, wasn't what I thought you were going to say.
Give him a
Is
residency.
the fact that he's now called Cope?
Cope. He is now called Cope.
Cope.
You found
I
another
can't
name
cope.
that the crowd can't chant.
It's not a good name.
It's not.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah,
I'll
I
agree
mean,
with
that's
that.
already a word. It's not one that you want to be associated with. It doesn't sound good. No one uses it. He's one of those guys now that gives himself a nickname. That's not how nicknames are supposed to work.
And, like, you have the trademark to Edge. What are you doing?
Does he?
Or, no, the Rated R Superstar or whatever.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Have you seen
Cope.
the shirt though?
Have you
Has he
seen
got
the
a new
shirt?
one?
Yeah.
Link
I'm
me.
trying to get up for you very quick. Sorry. The AEW. site.
EW.
Crap. There we go. Look at the shirt that he's gonna be wearing. Look what it says. The name.
Rated
Yeah,
R.
Legend.
Legend.
Oh, God.
What the hell?
What?
Look at this.
I mean, make your mind up. Is he Edge? Is he Cope? Is he Adam Copeland?
Oh, right. Do you know what? It went completely past me, that.
Is he on
I was
a
too busy looking for Cope.
Is he on a ledge? Is he gonna end? Like, what are we doing here? Yeah, that's
Wow.
Yeah.
that's bad.
Look at his other stuff, though. There was a couple of other Edge T-shirts there. If you go back to his section, oh well, I'll link you here. Oh no, there's the chat.
I'm right here.
There you go. Hit that link.
Shop AEW.
Roster Cope. They've changed his name to Cope.
I can't believe they did that.
So he's also got at the top right there, Rated R Cope. They've made a thing. He's got a beach towel.
Why does he have a jacket that says in brackets after it, ready to ship? I'm presuming the others aren't.
You don't have to wait if you really want his Rated R jacket.
It's ready to ship right now. $135.
So-
Goddamn.
His show wants to be called Edge, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Apparently he wants to be called Cope. No one was calling him Cope. There was even a segment early on. I think it was the John Moxley promo that opened Dynamite, and he called him Adam Copeland, but they cut the audio, so he said Adam Cope.
Oh my God.
It was really awkward.
If it was about shortening it to make it so that it was more usable or whatever,
Mhm.
why don't they just leave him as Copeland?
Copeland's fine. Yeah.
It's his name.
Yeah.
Many
Not that
Adams
it's
argue
on
it,
the
are
show.
you?
Cope.
Ridiculous.
Or if other people actually, if it had caught on, he did the Cope Open, which was something he came up with, and no one
Yeah.
called it that.
Yeah.
Let's call it, oh, I don't know, the Cope Open. Like he's trying to get it to catch on, but it didn't happen. Fetch didn't happen, and If
So fetch.
Yeah. Stop trying to make Cope happen.
On fleek.
That did catch on for a little while. It's on
A little
fleek.
bit.
But this one ain't it, Chief. So, yeah, that's my thumbs down. Easy.
For me, Tiffany Stratton winning the title with the Money in the Bank cash in on SmackDown, thumbs up, and the thumbs down is the Mercedes Statlander awful pin finish at World's End.
Yeah.
That was just so bad. Like, that was easily
I'll
like the
agree with
worst.
that.
I like Statlander, and I think they were just trying to recreate magic from their first match that just wasn't there. So it didn't happen for me. What do you got?
Quick
Beans, or Will?
thumbs up.
Yeah.
Is there was a lot of sort of questions how much old content Netflix were gonna be putting up.
Uh-huh.
And I was quite surprised that there's a real good amount of stuff on there. Pretty much every recent show and recent memory you can think of is all available. Which is good.
Yep.
And I found myself watching a bit of WrestleMania 40 the other night. I don't know if it's just my eyes or whether the network was on low quality, but it seems to be in much better quality video as well.
It really is. I did the same. I went back and watched an old one that I went to, and I couldn't believe the quality of it. And I thought, this looks really crisp.
Yeah.
Beans, what do you got for a thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs down. I'm so excited.
You know, I was going to make a mention of that.
God, yeah.
I saw a clip of that. And I was like, I've been listening to like some random music on YouTube, and I went to try to look up like covers and things like that of like songs and whatnot. And when I went for the YouTube autofill, it was like, I'm so excited, Pointer Sisters AEW, and I was like, that can't be right. I think YouTube's just mending its algo together. So I clicked it. Sure enough, the intro of Fight for the Fallen was I'm so excited. Which yeah, that dude, for a song about masturbation, that is not appropriate for
I
a wrestling
was
show.
thinking more about a crunchy, to be honest. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first thing I saw as well.
Get that Friday feeling on Saturday.
yeah.
What do you think?
So yeah, the actual video, the intro, I think looks cool,
Yeah,
but the music is
not fitting. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. That's a good one.
British Bulldog Bazaar levels. That one. And the other one, and I don't know if I'm going to be taking it from Will, so I'll quickly pass over to him. But Jeff Jarrett.
Thumbs up for Jeff Jarrett?
No, down.
Thumbs
Another
down.
one.
Oh wait, you're saying I'm so excited being the first intro?
No, we're excited
This
for
is two
it.
thumbs downs.
I got two.
Oh,
thumbs down.
oh, okay.
Sorry.
Was that
Yeah.
specifically Jeff Jarrett segment this week, or just Jeff Jarrett in general?
Well, I was watching the show with you last week, and then there was a thing about him making some announcement,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I only saw a headline, but when I saw it, and I don't know if it's entirely accurate, but if it is, it's definitely a thumbs down. Did he announce he was going for the title?
Yeah.
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 He
So it's
set
definitely
up
thumbs down.
like he was
He's
going to
doing
retire.
Isn't he doing a
did the
John
Mark
Cena
Henry
type
thing.
memorial thingy?
Kinda.
Or Danielson.
Memorial, wrong words, but you know what I mean.
Memorial.
He's not dead yet.
He came out with his boots like he was going to leave them in the ring and do the retirement speech, and he started talking about his whole history and career and everything. And then said, and I don't want it to end here. I've just re-signed my last in-ring talent contract, and I want the world title.
Ugh.
Did anyone react?
Yeah, they're actually fairly positive. Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
yeah. I know.
And my thumbs up, just in general, it was so nice just to see WWE pop up on Netflix, and I can finally watch it again.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that as soon as I seen it on there. I thought it was kind of cool to see it all on there.
Chucks, what do you got?
For a thumbs up, oh no, this is where you're going to tell me that this guy's deeply problematic and he has a history that I'm unsure about, I'm unaware of. I've recently stumbled into Stevie Richards on YouTube. He has a Stevie Richards show. And he's surprisingly good. He's quite insightful. He knows what he's talking about. And
All
he's
about censorship.
About what? Yeah, he really likes censorship. No, he's very honest about his career. He's self-aware that he was never really a big name, and he's a bit of a joke at times. But he was he knew what he was doing in the ring. He was a good wrestler, and he went through some stuff. He was around at the Invasion angle and stuff. He worked all 3 major companies and then TNA, and he's kind of seen it all, done it all, worked with them all, and he's been very good. I think worth a shout, worth a look.
I have a conspiracy theory about this. First off, I don't have any issue with Stevie Richards whatsoever.
Okay.
So your problematic
He was one of
expectations
those guys
off.
that I think that he may have done something.
No, not that I know of.
I'm sure he's hung
He's
out with a
currently
lot
on
of people who have
trial
done some
for
stuff.
serial killings.
He seems like a good egg, but
he does.
maybe something will turn up in the week, and then I'm gonna eat my words. But as far as I can tell, he seems like a good person. He used to do those little videos where he would break down like matches and show you like what happened.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah.
Ever since when Mox got concussed on Dynamite or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and AEW was trying to hide the footage because, surprise, surprise, sloppy shop, AEW Medical's not good at their job.
The referees, should have stopped that.
Um,
And
they like took down his video, even though I think he was clearly in the right for fair use.
Yep.
I think since he's partnered up with the Wrestling Shoots Interviews guy, whose name I can't remember, but just had a baby.
that English guy.
yeah.
Who was on the show with him. Yeah.
I think since he might have more ties to the backdoor things of YouTube to not get claimed and things like that, so if he wants to like break down certain, maybe, I don't know. That's just a baseless claim that I'm making. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm thinking that it makes his life a little bit easier because he doesn't have to worry about copyright strikes and things like that, and also the WSI guy can have another talent under his arsenal and whatnot, if you will.
You may well be right there. I did see one of him looking over some old matches. It might have been Dave's 5-star matches or something. He was looking out. He did some clips of old stuff anyway. One of them was the WrestleMania 3 of Hogan and Andre, and he had to use the footage flipped, so it was like mirrored. So I don't know. He might not be completely all clear about the copyright, but yeah, you may be onto something there.
Maybe. That's my theory.
Maybe.
But yeah, no, that is definitely worth a watch from time to time for sure to hear his stories and takes and things like that. Same with Maven,
Maven keeps popping up in my feed as well.
Same.
Yeah, I've seen a few
Maven.
So, alrighty, that's gonna be it. I think I'm gonna get out of here and get some
Just
dinner.
one very quick thing.
Yeah.
Is there not one thing that we all want to predict that we see on Raw that might be a surprise?
This Monday.
Yep.
The first Raw on Netflix.
I heard that Triple H said that this is going to be WrestleMania level.
Okay, we can do a quick.
That
prediction.
can't be true, right? But
I think it could be. I think they're treating it as one of the biggest shows ever.
Hold on.
yeah,
It's the biggest audience they've ever had, isn't it? Technically. So why not?
They'll want to make a big splash on Netflix and make it, get some attention to the new show.
I'm gonna pick Big E comes out.
That's it. I mean, he already did that before.
Yeah, but I mean, like, instigate that he's cleared.
Ooh, I don't know. I think they might save that for the Rumble.
But I think they got that terrible thing where they like to ruin the surprise of the Rumble and let you know that they're going to be in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on.
obvious one is The Rock shows up, I guess. If they want it to be WrestleMania, then you need The Rock. Oh, have they?
No, they've not confirmed. He's in all the trailers, and
Oh,
not actually said he's going to be
the.
the.
Where they said that he was confirmed, but
The news come out today. He's put on his own Twitter that he's given an award at the Golden Globes or some event happening Sunday night. He's given an award out, and whatever it is 20 minutes away from the arena on Monday. So, the potential is he's probably going to be in the area.
So
the last big Raw that we had was it Raw 1000?
No, it was.
oh God, no.
It would have been the 20th anniversary?
Yeah.
30th anniversary.
There was one, weren't there, where CM Punk turned heel, didn't he?
Well, Punk turned heel.
Turned heel, I think he attacked
That
the
was
Rock.
a long time ago, that.
Yeah, I mean, I know it was a long time ago, but it was one of the big Raws. I remember it being. It was in
Might
his.
have been 1,000, maybe.
It was when he was, voice of the voiceless, still on that high kind of thing. When it turned. Whether they'll try and do something shocking.
Oh yeah,
What-
I think there'll be plenty of
what do you
shocks and
think?
surprises, but Chuck's just stole me thunder. Really, I'm going to say The Rock showing up. I'll go for a bit of a crazy one and say Hulk Hogan shows up.
Oh Jesus!
Hulk Hogan, yeah, okay.
Alright, here's something wild.
WrestleMania-esque, eh?
Here's something wild. And I don't mean Lorem Ipsum.
Laura
John
Mitchell
Cena
shows up.
gonna. Smoot, is your prediction John Cena's gonna
John
come out and
Cena
announce he's signed for AEW?
Has a match and loses.
Whoa!
Yeah,
The retirement tour starts with a loss.
yeah.
That
Can't-
is, that is
Cancels
confirmed.
the
See,
retirement tour. He says if he loses, he won't even stay around.
Yeah.
That's it. He's
Gets
done.
injured and it ruins all the plans.
Rock beats him.
There you go.
Twice in a lifetime.
Other than that, I don't know. I'm unfortunately not that familiar with the product these days. To kind of just throw a fucking wild thing out there.
I think
I
Biggie,
think this needs to be yours and Chuck's New Year resolutions.
last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Austin's going to be on it. He had surgery, didn't he, on his knees? Was it?
It was
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it was a while back. Because they were talking. It was when everyone thought he might have had a Mania match, didn't they? But he wasn't going to be fit for Mania. Just thinking, he's not really come out for a long time, has he? Austin?
Yeah,
Not
no.
really.
Yeah.
He's not got a Vince to stun, but
Yeah, no kidding.
He'll find someone. Someone will take it. You were totally right about that Raw 1000, by the way. That was, he
was it 1000?
Punk
I knew
turned
it
heel
was
on
one
the
of
Rock. He
the.
attacked the Rock at Raw 1000, yeah. 2012.
Say if he does that again and they think it's going to turn him heel, he'll just get cheered like fuck.
I was gonna say maybe somebody else says like the F bomb or something like that.
Scott Steiner comes out.
I don't know.
Fucking night.
Somebody says the F bomb unbleeped on Netflix. Yeah, I think.
Seth fucking Rollins. That's what
That's how they're gonna
please,
market it.
please do it.
Alrighty, that's gonna be it. I've got dinner to eat. Thank you everybody for hanging out and these guys for staying up and all that. Next week we'll do the predictions of the year because we don't have a pay-per-view, I don't think, right? So.
No, we
well,
don't.
unless you count that Wrestle Dynasty show.
Oh God. Okay. Well.
Isn't it on like 2 hours or so?
Yeah, I think it's on right now.
jeez. Okay. We'll figure it out.
But no, that's not real anyway. So we'll have a look at it.
All right, I gotta go. I'll see you guys next time. Take
Let's get
care.
out of it.
Bye.
Right.